can hear me. I got a crazy setup here. Okay, Jeff, I don't know. I should be able to hear you. My volume is up all the way. I can't hear you. Do you want me to remote control you? Hold on. Let me switch screens here. Where do I go here? Center screen. Just go like do that, or I could do this. Let's just do that for now. Minimize. Exit full screen. Let's look at Jeff's computer. Whoops. Oh, I don't have it running, of course. Would I? What time is it? Okay. Find it. Here it is. Oh. Do you see me coming into your computer, Jeff? Okay. Where's your meeting? No, I think that's your radio. Talk now, Jeff. Oh, I'm not hearing Randy either. How can I have problems like this? It works every time I try it. So it's not you, Jeff. I'm sorry. God. This is hilarious. Let me fix Jeff back up here because I screwed up his setting. I can't find the no. That was correct for this one. That's your microphone. Okay. I'm out of here. I gotta figure out why my audio isn't working. Playback? Should be right. Dang it. Make sure all these volume controls are up. They are. Oh. Radio works. I don't know who that was. It's just plugged in. It's connected. Let me see if I play something else on here. Doesn't matter.
KSX enemy monitoring.
I don't have sounds enabled. Oh, I don't know.
KI6NME, WA6UIJ. Good evening, Sam. Are you doing net control tonight? That I will be, sir.
Okay. So it's
Yeah, very good. We'll be in capable hands. We'll be monitoring as well, WA6UIJ. Copy that, KS6MA. I'm just
Randy,
a fill-in.
talk.
And a mighty fine one.
Oh, I'm still not hearing you guys. That's...
Thank you for the support, sir.
Select a speaker. Actually, that's not going to work. Who's doing that? That should be the right one.
There's a station keying up on the repeater. You've got a pretty significant amount of feedback. May want to look into that and identify.
You mean the bell?
The bell. Was that Gene? Uh-oh, Gene's in trouble.
Whatever it is, sounds terrible, and whoever's doing it's not identifying when they put a signal out on the air.
But now I feel ashamed for doing that.
Oh! As long as you do it within 10 minutes, it's actually legal.
Echo Mike Foxtrot.
Come on.
Okay.
He's not even going to identify it
All right,
properly.
Gene.
Okay, I don't know, guys. I'm trying to figure it out. Oh, mixer. That's probably
Yes, sir. Thank you. Bless you. K6 EMF.
I can't find the mixer anymore. There it is. Oh, there it is. Sorry. Okay, I fixed it. Wait. There it is, the other one. Okay. Now it should work. I don't know why it was muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, I hear you now. How about you, Randy?
Oh, I've got a good copy on you
Oh,
there.
it's working. Thank goodness. Okay.
Sounding good.
Well, got it just in time. Not really. We got 6 minutes.
That's all that counts.
That's it. So who's doing the net? Let me see. I did look at it and I can't remember. Oh, Randy?
Sam.
Randy?
No,
And-
Sam is going to be doing it for me tonight.
Ah, okay. Sam's covering for Randy.
Then SOI for
Breaking bells didn't get me in trouble. Sam, please give me an early check-in. Kilowatt 6. Echo Mike Foxtrot. Thank you.
Echo Mike Foxtrot will get you covered for sure. Thank you.
Dinging on the radio. That's it.
Yeah, I'm in trouble, so I don't want to kick anybody out. Kilowatt 6. Echo Mike Foxtrot.
we got Mike out there patrolling the airways.
Yeah.
Copy that. KS6 enemy.
There. Maybe that's a better, a more fitting picture for tonight's program.
Hey, look at that.
Is that you when you're younger, Randy?
No. That's my tower I just put up this weekend.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
I had to compete with Flipper.
He's
Yeah, he
got
can't hear me yet.
a new amplifier and a new tower.
That's
Wow.
right. Yeah, in my wildest dreams. I just wonder what that setup would cost.
It looks pretty sophisticated there. We got at least three
I
different
think there's
antennas.
3 beams.
Yeah.
I think that's a picture off a U.S. tower or something like that.
Oh, shut up.
6 enemy KG6 SOI. Are you getting that static coming through every once in a while?
Right now.
Mute you.
Say again, say?
That is negative.
Practically have my squelch up all the way, and I keep getting all this, like somebody's keying it.
Yeah, somebody's keying it right.
The repeater?
I think it's on the repeater, yeah.
It's a repeater tonight.
I just adjusted my squelch and I'm not hearing anything.
Yeah, no, I don't hear anything.
I don't know what he
I
hears.
just went over the SPARC for it and didn't hear it there, so I don't know what it is. But okay, thanks, Sam. KI6 enemy, KG6 SOI.
Yeah, KS6 enemy.
Hello, groupies.
Hey, Flip.
Howdy do.
Your
Randy,
audio
is that
sounds better than usual.
Okay, Randy, is that your new antenna?
Yeah, I just put it up this weekend
Did you? Oh, wow.
and
All
whooped that
right.
sucker up.
God, I'm so envious.
So am I.
Right, yeah, exactly. God, my, would you love to have something like that? Holy crap.
I was gonna say, I was just wondering how much that setup cost.
Well, you know, there was a time when you could buy like a KT-34, which is a 3-element beam, and then an A3 Wark, which is a 3-element beam, all right? And you'd spend a couple hundred a piece for them, you know, and you go, well, that's pretty good. I checked them out the other day, not that I'm thinking about buying one. The price has gone through the ceiling, man. They're like $1,500 and $1,800 just for an antenna, okay?
That's insane.
It's insane how the prices have gone up.
Buy your own buy your own tubing and build your own.
God, it's
You
almost
know,
getting to that.
You know, I was talking to a guy over in L.A. County, and he lives up towards Palmdale, kind of up by a lake up there somewhere.
Yeah.
Anyhow, he had just put a 75-foot tower in,
Oh, my God.
and it was about I want to say close to $20,000 by the time he was done.
Okay.
For the installation, the tower, the crane rental, because he had to pick it up and bring it over his house and set it in his backyard, and and the permits was about, I thought he said about $7,000 or $8,000.
Oh, my God.
Jeez.
Oh my gosh.
That's in L.A. County.
Yeah.
Oh,
And now his neighbors hate him.
Yeah, well, I'm sure his wife does.
Yeah.
And that was that was with the purchase of the antenna. He didn't have the antenna on it yet. He was waiting to receive it.
Oops.
oh my
There's
gosh.
Gene making noise again. Just to make.
But of course, that was rotator, hard
Yeah,
line, the
yeah.
whole.
Oh, you can ring up a tab so fast it'll blow your mind, you know.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he said, had he known, he probably wouldn't have done it.
Really?
It just kept getting deeper, and
Oops. Sorry, guys.
Wow.
I realize I'm not on the right screen.
Well, because of
now.
the soil, he had the foundation had to be 10 foot deep
Oh
Oh,
my
God.
gosh.
by 4 by 4. Yeah, I mean, he did it nice. He did a beautiful installation. He had pictures of the whole thing,
Yeah.
and it was gorgeous installation. He did it right, but my God, the price tag was insane.
Yeah.
I did it with my 60-foot tower in Tustin, and it was a 3 by 3 by 5 with some bricks and rebar in it. That was it. You know?
Well, this was what happens when you go to get it permitted.
Yeah.
Because of this, he was by a lake, and I guess the soil was sandy.
Oh yeah. Oh,
So
my
you had to,
gosh. Yeah, that's unreal.
Sandy soil permit.
Who's doing 2 meters?
Sam is doing 2 meters. Yeah. I got 1830.
Hey, Randy,
Yes, sir.
is that the antenna you bought from Ken?
Yeah, that's the one. Well, actually, I bought that high cube, but I traded it in for this.
QST, QST. This is Sam, Kilo India 6, November Mike Echo. We'll be working from my home this evening as your net controller for the 2 meter. I'll probably do 440. Who knows? I might even do 220. One never knows what's going to happen around here. Here it is, the line where he was. He was up at 10. Come back to that. He was on HF, WA6UIJ. Okay, I was ready to copy that one too. I'll copy that one. All right. Let's start off at the top of the list this evening. I'll be working from the SPARC Active roll call dated 8/11/21. I picked this up yesterday, so Jeff has been known to change at the last minute, but I don't think he did. Anyway, we'll start with that. Starting at the top of the list, though, does anybody have any information they would like to let forth?
Do you mean an announcement, sir?
That'll work absolutely fine.
Kilowatt 6, Echo Mike Foxtrot.
Go ahead, Mike Foxtrot.
Thank you very much. Hey guys, please join me on Friday night on Keller Peak, Repeater for the Killer Peak Repeater Trivia Net, hosted by moi. 146-385, you guys know all the rest. But please, without you, it just ain't no fun. Thank you very much, Sam.
Copy that, Gene. We got you checked in early all across the board. Got that taken care of. Does anybody else have any information they'd like to bring forth?
NJ6LN.
Go ahead, Steve. Let it rip.
Okay, I have something for free. I'll meet you at whatever. It's a Helicrafters S38 receiver. I'm sure it needs alignment and it needs work, but I did play with it at one time and it did work, but it's been several years. Anyway, it's free to whoever, and y'all got my email, so let me know or telephone me. And the price is right.
All right, Helicrafter from Steve, free. Okay. Other thing that I have is I'll catch you up on a few things of what has happened to me in the first of this week, I guess. We went to the stagecoach meeting, and during the meeting and stuff, kind of discovered that they don't need communication per se, but their board and everything that runs that, due to COVID, they are short on people in secure positions. So they have asked that we would like to, I think, run a couple of the gates, and we would be handling money and selling tickets for the 3-hour run. So if anybody is interested in that, get a hold of Dave, OUJ, Old Used Junk, and he'll be glad to make a run with that. Been questioned quite a bit about using Modular C for our meetings at the hospital. Joey has informed me, which I was sure of, but I got it officially now. They're holding no outside meetings during COVID, period. And then today, I also received a call from Scott, who took Harold's place as East Valley commander, whatever position it is. Anyway, I don't know if you've heard in the news and stuff, but Mecca caught a heck of a storm here a couple of days ago, wiped out a whole bunch of the Imperial Valley Irrigation District electricity. Mecca is in the dark, and they were requesting radio operators to come and assist them. I was unable to get any comments from our group, and I couldn't go either because I got my house in a mess, and I was finally getting the dryer and washer machines back together from being without a hot water heater today, so that the ladies could get their stuff cleaned up. Let's see. I think that's almost anything that I have. Does anybody have anything else? If so, please come with your call. I'm scared now. It's awful quiet out there. All right, let's start off the top of the list now with N6AGB. Joe. Heard. Mr. Treasurer, sir, the old money man himself. KK6BUW, Mr. Mendoza. Mr. Mendoza has an early because he is vacationing out in the desert with a new type of vacation spot they got down there. How about our old reliable Dick, one of our four founders here, KF6BWH. Dick.
Good evening, Sam, and the rest of the net. This is Dick, KF6BWH, but I got no traffic.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. One thing I forgot to thank the Lord for such a wonderful evening. I haven't had to run the cooler all day long. The windows are open. There's a beautiful breeze blowing through here at about 74 degrees. So this is perfect heaven. This is the way it used to be up here. Let's move on down to Mr. Secretary's here. KB6CA, Jeff.
Hi, Sam. This is Jeff, Kilo Bravo 6 Charlie Alpha. Thanks for doing the 2 meters for Randy. And Let's see. I was going to mention on the updates. If I ever do have anything late on the update, I will always send it out by email to whoever's doing that. Yeah, sometimes I'm right up to the last day, so you never know what's going to happen. And thanks for getting that info on the stagecoach days. So that pretty much does it for us, I guess. Jeff, KB6CA.
What we might try to do, Jeff, see if we can put together a little memo to send out to all the troops for those that didn't participate tonight in the radio, so that they would understand, and then they can get back to Dave, OUJ, if they're interested. And I did forget one very important announcement, the reason why I'm here. We're glad to report that Randy's wife had surgery today, went better than expected, and yesterday or so when I was talking with Randy, I said, forget about your duties tonight, you just take care of your wife. I'll jump right in there and have fun. That's all. So that's, as you go by, give your good thoughts to Randy for sure. All right, Henry, let's see if you're there. KN6CQL. Henry?
Yes, I'm here. This is Henry, KN6CQL, and I have no traffic. Back to you.
Fine signal, Henry. Doing a good job. How about D2? W6EJM, otherwise known as Ed. Well, sometimes he's still busy. Let's see, we got Gene with an early across the board. Let's flip over to Val Vista now. KN6EMT, the lovely voice, Edie.
Good evening, Sam. This is KN6EMT Edie in East Hemet. No traffic, back to net control.
Wonderful signal from there. Sounds like you moved into Beaumont for sure. All right, let's see how my friend Joe is doing. KK6FYE, Joe. Nothing heard. Jim, KK6GGG, Jim. Nothing heard. Did I get a carrier without a voice? All right, the wonderful voice of San Gorgonio Pass. W6GRH, George.
Good evening, Sam, and to the rest of the net. This is George, W6GRH, back to net control.
Sir, thank you, sir. You have a wonderful signal. Sounds like you might be at Farmer Boys. Let's move way out in the desert now, halfway across the valley or somewhere down out there. Mr. Nelson, N6K, I got to put a K in there, everybody else got a K. N6HR, Ken.
Hello, Sam and Annette. N6HR Desert Hut brings no traffic.
Fine signal. You're doing a good job on the repeater there, Ken. Another founding member here now, NJ6LN, otherwise known as Steve Loose Nichols.
Hey, Sam, this is Steve, NJ6LN, and thank you mucho for picking up the net, and it's good news on Randy's wife. Definitely good news.
Amen on that, for sure. How about the voice out of the plantation over there, Larry, KE6MAE. Larry. Nothing heard. Here's one that we always get an answer from. KD6MLS, Dwight. Come on, Dwight.
This is Dwight, KD6MLS. No traffic, back to exit control. It's good.
Very fine signal, Dwight. Doing a good job there. I'll check myself in as net controller this evening. Let's go to the old treasurer now. There's a guy that's got all kinds of money. NJ6NRR, Pete. Nothing heard. W6OH, Mario, how you doing?
Good evening,
Net. This is Mario, W6OH in Hemet, and I haven't had to use the air in 2 days myself, Sam. Back to you.
Very good. Glad to hear that. Copy that. Let's hear our connection with the Stagecoach Committee. WB6OUJ, Dave. Nothing heard. I'm going to call this next call. He don't answer, but I think we all ought to pause for a second and wish him good luck. KF6POG, John. As you know, John has pneumonia and has turned himself into the hospital to get taken care of. All right, moving on down the list, the guy that saves us from everything else. KA6QGR, Father Ron.
Good evening to the net, KA6QGR.
Thank you, Father Ron. Good signal. The voice of Central Beaumont, Cherry Valley, and all up and down that straight line through there. K6, RJA, otherwise known as Randy.
Well, here I be there, Sam, playing hooky from net control operator tonight. And quick update, the wife is resting comfortably and doing good. Anyhow, back to net control, K6, RJA.
Thanks for the wonderful news for all. Good to hear you, Randy, as always. We also see you. You look mighty fine tonight. KG6SOI, my neighbor just to the east here, Ron, and protector of the alternate EOC.
Hey, good evening, Sam and Annette. This is Ron, KG6SOI, with no traffic tonight.
All right, Ron, got a good copy on you. Let's go see if the other half out of Vel Vista, KM6SPY, Earl, the field manager for the antenna farm.
Kilo Mike 6 Sierra Papa Yankee Earl Vel Vista. Yeah, it's still growing. KM6SPY back to net.
That's amazing what Figaro will do. Absolutely. All right, one of our last longing presidents, WA6UIJ, Mike.
Good evening. This is Mike, WA6UIJ, and I have no, so back to you. Thanks for the net.
All right, we're getting a little feedback from you. I don't know what it was or something, but something we could hear when you had your mic down, other than you. Okay, our director at large, KJ6UUS, DJ, also helps out at the alternate EOC.
This is DJ, KJ6UUS with no traffic.
Thank you, DJ. Good to hear you. How about Ed out of Count Mesa now? KM6UWI, Ed.
Well, good evening, Sam and the rest of the group. KM6UWI, Ed in Calamasa. And I'll need an early on the rest of the bands, please. Back to you, Sam.
Copy that, Ed. We'll take care of that for you. No problem at all. The lovely voice from Sun Lakes, W6VFV. W6VFV, otherwise known as Tina.
Check your eyesight.
No, that'd be almost like a day without sunshine. Now here's the wonderful voice from the top of the hill from Sun Lakes, K6WM, otherwise known as the Flipper.
Good evening, Sam. For a moment there, I thought I was the lovely voice. I started to blush, and then I listened to the rest of it, and you were talking about Tina. So a big disappointment. Anyway, thanks for doing the net tonight, Sam. It sounds good as usual. No traffic. Back to net. K6WM.
Copy that. Well, I like to drop a few things in like that once in a while, so we are listening. That's one of the things that we have to learn to do very well when we're not working our radio. All right, Mr. President, sir, then, KD6ZJZ, otherwise known as President Dave.
Hey, Sam. Hello, everyone. This is Dave, KD6ZJZ. I do want to mention that the Mecca storm came through and took out 33 power poles. So it's going to take 4 days for them to get everyone back with power. 600 some odd people are without power, and initially it was over 900, but so they've made some progress, but it's a big disaster out there, and that's why they need so much help. It happened yesterday morning on 31st, way early hours of the morning. Back to net control, KD6 JZ.
Thank you for the update on that, Dave. Greatly appreciated. Yeah, they had a windstorm down there many, many years ago that they showed when we was doing that weather warning, where the wind shear just come up and wiped out the poles. And didn't think we ever had that much wind. All right, that's the list as I have it. Do we have any late or missed members? If so, please come with your call. Ooh, I got lucky again. Visitors. Do we have any visitors that would like to participate in our 2-meter roll call for the San Gorgonio Pass Amateur Radio Club formal net? If so, please come with your call. Hearing none. This will complete the 2-meter roll call as I have it, and we'll stand by for the 440 to take care of at 1900 hours. And then we will progress on through the deal. When I will have my full notes to take care of when I start the 440 with all the everything that is. But the main thing is we also can go to our check our emails and the club spot for any other activities that are going on the page. KS6 NME clear at 1849 even.
All right. Fix.
Hey Sam, this is Mike, WA6UIJ. Thank you for doing the net this evening. You're reliable, buddy. Thank you. Yeah, it's a great pleasure. That's one of the things I told the Scott from racing that I could do. I'll be available after 8 o'clock tonight when the 8:30 when we're finished with our net, and I could travel out if need be. So they said anything for tonight, but I'm on for tomorrow, so I'm waiting for a phone call. Later, bye. Thank you, Mike. Greatly appreciate it, and it's always a pleasure.
Yeah, they say those power poles snap like twigs. They showed them. They had splinters like 3 feet off the ground. That's the split in two. They split in two.
Good evening, Mike. Talk to you in a while. I was going to say, could you give me a radio check on 3948? I think I have a loose connection here. I want to make sure I'm getting out of it.
Uh-oh. HF.
Yeah, going over and I'll listen for you.
KG6SOI.
Flip. Behind me stands an abandoned mine.
KG6SOI. How you copy, Mike?
KG6SOI, WA6UIJ. Ron, I got you at a good S9, solid S9. Good audio, no problem copying you at all.
Thank you. I know last time I heard you say I was coming in weak, and I think I found the connection issue here. Yeah, appreciate that. How you doing, by the way?
Well, we're kind of short on members here tonight, aren't we?
Short on what? Members?
Been getting some physical therapy for a left shoulder.
Oh, yeah. You mean on Zoom? Yeah. It's not often very popular for whatever reason.
Had knee surgery back in November, and she seems to be doing pretty well.
Somebody was interfering on that net. I don't know if it was on purpose or not. In fact, I kind of think it was Gene, to be honest. But I think he might have been sitting on the mic or something. I don't think it was on purpose.
Oh, that can be painful. If you need anybody to walk on it, give me a call. I'll come on over.
This This was an old abandoned mine. It's not actually an old abandoned mine. It was a fairly new abandoned mine.
Oh, okay.
In fact, the first time we went to it, this lower building, the lower building was actually their lab. They still had lab equipment and everything in it.
Wow.
Just sitting there. They had there for a while, they had a little trailer up that they had a guard in it to keep everybody out. And then he disappeared, and then, of course, the place got ransacked, shot up, and mutilated, and but it was a very complete, in the originally, it was a very complete mine.
Yeah.
And apparently, the fire ran out of gold at that time, or the place dried up.
That's cool. Looks like a mine.
Yeah, and that's up above 29, well, it's 29 Palm, Joshua Creek, basically, north of Joshua Creek.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
Yucca Valley.
Yeah, something like that, somewhere up there.
Somewhere up that area.
Yeah, up above at Yucca Valley.
Okay. North of that. Yeah, that's where.
Caleb Bravo
That's where
6 Charlie
the
Alpha.
29 pounds is, I guess.
KD6CA, WA6UIJ. Hi, Jeff.
Hi, Mike. Yeah, you're 20 over. Good signal. Ron, I got hit by S1.
We have a whole net to do radio checks.
With Twitter, I can copy him. And
that's what we're here for,
I don't have a noise level hardly at all. I'm just
they can't
S1,
wait for
it's
6,
pretty quiet down here in the hole.
Is that the app?
Wow. I wish I had that situation. Yeah, I'm running right at S7, and it's just annoying as all get out.
Huh, that's interesting. The difference. Yeah, it's pretty quiet here.
I don't know why. Jeff's never.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, I'm going to try something here. Hang on a second.
Jeff's S9. Mike is 30 over. You should have a better signal, Jeff.
Yeah, I
He's
had
using the other antenna.
LED light that was on desk lamp, and I thought it was causing a problem, but it wasn't. Oh well, that'd have been too easy.
Yeah, well, your signal's real good here, so no problem there.
Yeah, it's got a really strong signal.
Okay, Mike, we'll catch you in a little while. WA6.
Sounds great over Zoom.
KB6CA.
Okay.
I had my radio turned down, but I was looking at the meter.
Meet later on, so that'd be you and I, chickens here.
Yeah, notice that he didn't check in.
Yeah, I got a text from him. I don't know if he did or not either, so he may show up. Who knows? Anyway, we'll catch you in a little bit. KD6CA, WA6UIJ.
Better turn in the right frequency.
I see that Randy is dreaming.
I'm dreaming?
Yes. I can see it behind you. It's backing you up really strong.
Yes. I guess.
One day, maybe.
That's his
Well, I don't know.
Oh, no, it's...
But, they do put on a heck of a show.
Amen for that.
It would be an e-ticket. That's one of the things before I go I would love to do is get in one of those and make my gums bleed.
Oh, no way. No way. Yeah.
That's a triple e-ticket.
I'd
Yeah,
probably do it.
They would have to have the paramedics on the tarmac to
resuscitate you after that.
But it would be a heck of a ride until then.
Yeah. Yeah, that's taking the 3 Gs or something is pretty rough when you're an old guy. The more weight you have, the worse it is, of course, too.
Yes, yes, it is. In fact, that's kind of why they lay down in the cockpit there.
Yeah.
Cocked back at an angle so that help alleviate some of that.
Right. Yeah, because if you don't want to be sitting up straight, that's for darn sure.
I guess those pilots in those old P-47s used to pass out quite often, pulling out of a dive.
Yeah.
Before they knew how to, before they had suits and all that.
Yeah, the suits. Oh, Jeff sent out another email.
Anyhow, that would be fun.
And I guess they have exercises they do as well, breathing exercises too.
Yeah, and I think they say you tighten up like you're going to take a crap.
Yeah.
Helps. It forces, keep the muscles contracted in your legs and stuff.
Right. Keeps the blood flowing.
That's supposed to help if you feel you're getting a heart attack too.
Is it? I'll have to remember that one.
Interesting.
I don't know, but anyhow, that is a like I said, they do put on a good show.
Yes, they do. I haven't seen it in years.
Our tax dollars at work.
That's right. I don't remember the last time I went to a military air show.
It was a long time ago for me.
Me too.
I think it was down there at in Riverside, the last one I went to.
I think might have been in March as well.
We used to go camping down at Salton Sea. Can't think of the name of the place, but anyhow, they would train out over the Salton Sea, just about 100 feet off of the water. You could almost see eyeballs on them going through, doing a couple of little short stunts and stuff.
That's insane.
Yeah, in fact, I think the Marines out at 29 Palm, that's one of their playgrounds, isn't it?
I don't know about 29 Palms, but...
oh, I'm sorry. I meant the one down in San Diego.
You mean the one in Yuma?
How about the one in El Centro called Sealy?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was talking about the one in, down there by San Diego.
Okay. But their winter home is Sealy in just west of El Centro.
Okay.
Unless they changed.
They're probably down there, I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't realize there was a base down there.
Time for me to leave.
Okay. Time to go.
There we go.
You got a minute. No, at 45. No, it's time to go.
Sounds like I got somebody.
QST. Good evening, members of SPARC. Anyway, let's see. What did I mess up? For information of times and frequencies of our weekly nets, please go to W6PRC.org. Visitors are always welcome and encouraged to check into the net after the regular roll call. Now for the announcements, we went through those. Let's see. 2-meter roll call, we did that. We completed the 2-meter roll call, went through the visitors, and then the San Gorgonio Pass Amateur Radio Club meets at 7 o'clock on the fourth Thursday of each month. At Zoom currently now, we're looking for a place to call our own. All members are urged to check each weekend for updates of activities. Please check your emails. Visit our website at W6PRC.org. Thanks to all those who checked in this evening. This was Sam, Kilo India 6, November Mike Echo. And now for the 440 Simplex net on 447.080 down 131.8. I will work on those members that participated in the 2-meter. Starting, of course, with Mr. Treasurer, sir, KK6BUW, otherwise known as Mike. And he has an early because he's enjoying himself out in the desert. Dick doesn't do 440. Always like to call him, though. KF6UVWH, Dick. Let's move over to the secretary now. KB6, Charlie Alpha, Jeff.
Hi, Sam. Thanks for doing the 440 net. This is Jeff Kilo Bravo 6 Charlie Alpha.
Fine signal there, Jeff. Very good. Okay, Henry. KN6CQL. Very good. A mighty fine signal. Let's see if D2's around yet. W6EJM. Are you there yet, or are you still out walking the dog? Nothing heard. Gene, K6EMFD has got all the way across the board early. The lovely voice from Val Vista now, KN6EMT, ED. Does anybody have a reception on Edie? I don't, because my darn, whatchamacallit's too high. Okay, she was there. I was pretty sure she was. All right, let's move down to W6GRH George. I'd like 440 anyway. N6HR, he doesn't do 440. One of our founding members, of course. N6, NJ6, LN, Steve. Copy that. All right, you got a good signal, Steve, doing real good. 86 MLS, Dwight.
This is Dwight, KD6 MLS, no traffic, back to net control.
Fine signal, full scale on that one. Boy, you're ripping right in there. I'll take my place as net controller. Move on down the list to Mario now. W6OH, Mario, out of heaven. Fine signal, Mario, doing a good job getting in here. OUJ, are you there, Dave? He must be working on Stagecoach. And nothing heard from POG. Hope he's doing good. Father Ron, KA6QGR. The voice of the short pass here. K6, RJA, Randy the Herder.
This is K6RJA, and no traffic. Back to net control.
Got you, Randy. No trouble. How about my neighbor over here to the east now? And eyeball of the alternate EOC. KG6SOI, Ron.
Hey, good evening, Sam and Annette. This is Ron, KG6SOI. Randy, glad your wife's doing better.
Got a little weak copy on you, but clarity was excellent. Well, let's try Earl now, KM6SPY out of Val Vista. Earl? KM6SPY with the relay, please. I heard a little scratch. Did anybody else get a transmission? Yeah, Earl?
He was there.
This is WA6UIJ, Sam. Did you copy Earl? Very good, and thank you, Mike. Greatly appreciated. And speaking of that, WA6UIJ, Mike. And here I am, saying thank you for doing the net this evening. This is Mike, WA6UIJ, back to net. All right, doing a mighty fine job there, Mike. Let's see. KJ6, UUS, DJ. Must be busy with his paperwork. Let's see, Ed's got an early. Haven't heard anything from Tina. How about the flipper, K6WM?
Yeah, good evening, Sam. I'm here. Flip the split, K6WM. No traffic, Sam. Thanks for doing the net. K6 Whiskey Mike.
Doing good. Got a full scale. Now Now, Mr. President, sir, KD6ZJZ, President Dave.
Hello, Sam. Good evening to everyone. This is Dave, KD6ZJZ, no traffic.
Very good, very good. Got a nice copy on you. Do we have any other late or missed members of the SPARC Amateur Radio Club and or visitors that would like to get in on the informal 440 net? If so, please come with your call. Well, hearing none, the San Gorgonio Pass Amateur Radio Club already did that. Yes, I did. That was just coming in the first page. Anyway, then at 19:07 hours and 40 seconds, we'll close the informal 440 net for the SPARC Amateur Radio Club. Kilo India 6, November Mike Echo. Please stand by for the extremely also informal 220. That will be approximately at 19 hours and 15 minutes. KSS in the meeting.
Yes, we just...
Good job, Sam.
I never remember how this dang radio works.
Awfully quiet out here.
All right. I fixed it. I'm on 220.
Where's Sam with that radio?
Who? Sam?
He is hiding to the,
Took off.
well, it depends on which way your computer's pointing. I guess it'd be to the right.
He went somewhere.
Andy, are you being nasty again?
No, I'm actually being as nice as I can be.
That's impossible.
Well, when you ask the impossible, you know.
Right, exactly. Man, my computer took a dump. I don't know if 2 meters is setting it off. 440 didn't. But
Something rebooted your computer?
No, it didn't reboot. It just, everything froze and...
It just hung?
Yeah.
Is
No internet.
Is there anything connected to it that has long wires?
Yeah, I've got a Ethernet cable that goes over to a wireless access point. Okay,
That's probably.
Which is what it is.
Yeah.
And it only happens once in a while, though. It doesn't happen all the time.
So you're using a wireless access point?
Yeah. What I do is I go from the computer on one side of the room over to an access point that plugs in the wall, and then that goes over to my router on the other side of the room and connects me up. Instead of running a cable, I just use the access point.
Right.
Works good. Except for once in a while.
When it freezes.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Works great, except when it don't.
Yeah, that's right.
I messed around and lost my internet Friday, I think it was, or Saturday. Anyway, I called
Spectrum.
Frontier, and they says we can't get to you till Tuesday morning. So they showed up, and I told them what was going on. They walked right out to the box and says, "Oh my God!" So they started taking that sucker off the wall and put a new one on it. By golly, my internet's back now.
All right.
What kind of speeds you get, Sam, from Frontier? Good?
I don't know. Adequate. I don't do a lot of uploading and downloading, so.
Here at Sun Lakes, we get over 200 megabit.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, it's unreal.
With like 15 to 20 millisecond latency.
Yeah,
it's fast. It's fast, but it's not quick. I don't know.
Well,
it's hard to explain the difference. Frontier is literally connected with fiber optic.
Yeah.
If you're not using an access point, because that's going to give you another 10 milliseconds of delay.
Yeah, delay.
You get about 5 milliseconds with Frontier, and with ping times to say Google, who's a really close by connection, because they've got so many connections. So if you ping Google, you get about 5 milliseconds with Frontier, With Spectrum, you get basically 12 to 15. So it's about 3 times slower responding.
I don't have a problem with.
So, and I mean, I know what you're saying. I can tell the difference though. With my browser, I've got both, and I have a hard time wanting to stick with Spectrum, even though it's technically faster, because I have 100 megabit Frontier.
Yeah. You're probably on a spoke that's weird, Dave. You know,
Well, I've got fiber
is...
to my garage.
Really?
Yeah, I could have gigabit if I wanted to pay for it.
Yeah,
I could
right.
have gigabit. I could take and be way faster than, but it costs me probably $400 or $500 a month.
Yeah, right. That's crazy.
Oh, there is the lovely voice of Sun Lakes. Where
Hey,
has
Tina.
she been? It has been bad.
She
I've
didn't
been
check
feeling
in either.
bad all the time.
Are you? Oh, we can't
Tina
hear.
still hasn't got her voice.
Her mic
system
doesn't work.
Audio's
still.
not working.
No, sorry, Tina, we can't hear you. I don't know what to say. Dang Windows. Dang Zoom.
Dang Windows.
Dang Zoom. Well, she's got too many things connected to her computer with the, just like Jeff. He's got his computer connected, or I mean, he's got his radio connected to his computer, and he's got his, you know, that another input-output device that Zoom wants to latch onto for the input. It's like probably on her radio or whatever.
And not only that, the Windows, with Zoom through Windows, it looks for your audio that you're using.
Yeah.
And I have to change it every so often. I say, I'm not using that one. Go to the
Yeah, I
other
have to
one.
change mine all the time.
Yeah.
It doesn't
This
stick.
afternoon about, for the first of the month, it'll be Monday, will be our EPAP thing. They said have to wear a mask in the ELC. My initial
Dave,
response is
I've noticed with Spectrum.
Yeah.
I've noticed with Spectrum that the DNS is slow. Okay, when you go try to look
Well,
up
now,
something,
though, they've
but
opened
once
it up.
you get it, it blasts it fast. You know, so
You
their
could use a
servers-
different DNS. Just reprogram your router and use
Yeah.
8.8.8.8. That's Google. Or you could use OpenDNS. I don't remember those numbers, but
Yeah, I don't
look
either.
it up.
I'm gonna have to look into that.
Yeah,
It's
OpenDNS
not
is
really
better.
bad. Yeah.
I don't know. You could do your own DNS. I do that.
Yeah.
Everything's cached locally on a gigabit network. That makes it the fastest.
Yeah.
But I've been doing that for a really long time.
Sounds like good ways to screw up your machine.
My network is, I've got ad blocking built into the DNS server. So you can't get ads even on your cell phone. Ads won't come up.
Who's doing 220 tonight?
Good question.
It's 1915, huh?
Oh, Sam. Sam's got his hand up.
Sam's got it all. He's
Sam's
a
doing
trooper.
220.
He's not? Oh.
No, not
You
Sam.
don't have HF.
220.
220.
Sam, you don't have HF as a non sequitur. Is Randy going to do 220? I didn't hear him say
No,
anything.
Sam's doing 220.
Oh, Sam's doing it. Oh,
Sam has ripped. He's taken the whole load.
wow.
You know,
I
he
didn't
can do it all.
want Randy to feel that he had any obligation at all tonight. He'd take care of his wife.
If he was enlisted, he'd be a Marine.
SOI's doing HF.
Oh, you mean like Semper Spark?
Yeah, something like that. Pretty much.
Hello, Tina.
Tina's here, but she can't speak.
Her audio's not working.
But I got a reaction.
She waves, so she can hear anyway.
Yeah,
Yes.
she can hear.
I got the radio on, I think.
Oh, I'm late. I'm
Oh,
late.
yeah. Oh, no, you're not. Oh, you are. You're
yeah,
late.
You're late.
It's okay. Nobody
You're
cares.
late. You're 2 minutes late. 2 minutes.
Ain't nobody there anyhow.
Yeah, right.
I'm muting you guys. Whoops. Is he on the right radio? I don't know what he's on. How come this isn't working? Oh, jeez. What was
The treasurer, he has an early across the board, of course. Dick
loose wire.
Pheasant. Let's see what Jeff comes in on tonight. KB6CA. Mr. Secretary, sir.
Well, hi, Sam. I'm cross-banding. I'm on the banding repeater. This is Jeff Kilo Bravo 6 Charlie Alpha. And you're 5x5 on the
I see that he definitely has the deal. How about Henry now? KN6CQL. Henry? Negative contact. Jane's crossed the board with an early. How about Edie? Out of Val Vista now. KN6EMT. Edie. Strongest out tonight, Edie. You're blowing my ears right off. Wonderful job. Moving down the line, George doesn't do like 220. Ken doesn't do 220. But our old reliable NJ6LN Steve does everything.
Well, thanks for the reliable. Sometimes I wonder about that myself, seriously. Anyway, this is NJ6LN. Good evening to you, Sam, and thank you for running the net.
Pleasure, my pleasure. Hadn't done it for a few weeks, been out of town for a couple of months, so I figured I better try and catch up. Let's check with Mario now, W6OH. Mario?
Here I am, Sam. Good to hear you again. Wonderful signal here in the Hemet. W6OH, Mario, back to you.
Good job, full scale, Mario. No problem there at all. Oh, let's see. How about Father Ron, KA6QGR? Reliable voice from the past here. K6RJA, who takes care of all them Jersey maids, otherwise known as Randy.
I'm just going to have to award you about 2,000 points tonight, Sam, for doing all this. Really appreciate it. K6RJA.
As long as you're resting up and you're ready to respond to wishes, that's the main thing. My neighbor and guy that keeps a watch over the alternate EOC, KJ6SOI, Ron. I went through all that, and he doesn't even like 220. All right. Let's go out to Earl now. He's going to blow my ears right off this time. KM6SPY Earl out of Val Vista. Antenna farm. Wow, what a job there, Earl. Doing mighty fine. Labors are absolutely rewarding. Hey, how about the past president, D1, WA6UIJ, Mike?
Hey, Sam, this is Mike, WA6UIJ, and again, thank you so much for doing the net this evening. So, no further traffic, back to net control.
Thank you. Let's check with DJ. He's probably still doing paperwork. KJ6UUS, DJ. Heard, and we got an earlier course out of Ed, out of Cal Mesa. And I'm going to go back and give Tina, seeing how we were able to make connection through sign language, for credit for all of the bands so far. Moving on down to the wonderful voice from the top.
She has
of
her
the,
radio in her hand.
Flipper, K6, WM.
She had a radio in her hand, Sam.
You hung up, Randy? No flipper. Okay. Let's go down to Dave now. KD6ZJZ. Dave.
Hey, Sam. This is Dave, KD6ZJZ, and I have no traffic.
The strongest I've heard you tonight, Dave. Doing a wonderful job. Do we have any late or missed for the extremely informal 220 net for the SPARC Radio Club?
This is Tina. You didn't call my name, Sam. Sam, hello there.
Hey, Sam, did you copy Tina? This is Mike, WA6UIJ.
That I did, and I was trying to get the other one. Tina, I got a copy of you. And who was the other one that came in there? EJ or something. I got an E out of it.
KD6MLS.
And very good. Good. Otherwise known as D2. Good to hear you. How things going down over there?
Pretty good. I'll try to catch you guys on 75 here with a new antenna, so we'll see how it goes.
Very good. Well, I don't know whether you saw or not. Racy's had a call out today for going down and helping Imperial, I guess it's Imperial Irrigation District, shadowing them and providing radio communications for all them poles that got blown over. I forget what the president told us, something like 36 yesterday. So anyway, thanks for joining us. Greatly appreciated. Do we have any other later missed?
KD6MLS.
MLS, always, Dwight. I was wondering where you were. I almost had to erase the check mark I put in ahead of time. Thanks, Dwight. Have a good weekend. I'm going to get the heck off the radio now and listen to HF. I think we go over to 3.948. This is KI6NME, serving as your net controller this evening. And as of 19:23 and 22 seconds, the net is closed. Return to normal operations. KI6NME.
Very weak for my location here. A lot of noise.
No, he was there on all of them so far.
Okay. If you hear him and I don't acknowledge it tonight, you might give me a ring light, okay?
Okay, we'll do it.
Okay, thanks, Flip. K6WN, KG6SOI.
KG6SOI, KB6CA.
KB6CA, I did have a copy on you that time, Jeff. I got a lot of noise coming in tonight.
Yeah, some weird sounds coming in on the band here, but anyway, your S4 is very clear, so no problem.
Okay, Jeff. Yeah, I just caught you through the noise. Appreciate you checking in there.
Okay, Ron. KB6CA.
KG6SOI, Mark.
Good communication with you.
Dave, this is Mike, WA6UIJ. You're loud and clear.
Yeah, you can hear me with 1 watt. Okay, KD6ZJZ.
Hey, Dave, this is KG6SOI. I got you too, KD6ZJZ.
All right, I just want to make sure I'm stronger than Jeff. Not just kidding. KD6ZJZ. That noise is horrible.
Jeff, KB6CA. I couldn't tune up my Buckmaster. Doesn't like it tonight for some reason or other. Got a real high SWR, so I still have a high SWR, but I'm transmitting on my vertical, so it seems to be doing okay.
Put in a little digital noise reduction.
Yeah, Jeff, I have a good copy on you. You're still coming through with a lot of noise, but you're readable.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, it's I'm not using the right antenna, and I got the high SWR, but I'm getting out.
Okay, Jeff. Yep, got you better. So, KB6C, SOI. And the net will start in approximately 3.5 minutes.
My noise level is off the charts. Just, it sounds like static. I think maybe it's sunspots or something. It's weird.
You see an aurora that's going on behind you.
I got S5 noise. High for me.
Kilo 6 Whiskey Mike, radio check.
Kilo 6 Whiskey Mike, WA6UIJ. Loud and
He's
clear,
within
sir.
a block and a half of
Thanks,
you.
Mike. We could probably throw a rock at each other and don't even need a radio.
Hey, you got that
Keeps
right.
doing that.
For sure.
We're all three in the same
Copy on you
development.
too, Cliff. This is Ron, KG6.
Say it 40 over on
Yeah, thanks, Ron. We're running about 85 watts, and that's about it.
Yeah, you're 40 over.
WM will be monitoring.
You're 40 over here, Flip. I've never seen this radio go more than 40 over. Man, that noise is horrible. Noise breakers in. Noise breakers on. Bad. Now I hear lightning crashes too.
Yeah, they've been bad for the last couple of weeks, couple of days.
Yeah. It sounds like electrical noise. To me, the noise I'm hearing almost sounds like power,
Yeah, weird noises on there. I can't even tune it up on with the Buckmaster.
Yeah.
It does seem like that.
Mine's tuning up great, but the noise level's way high.
Down to 69 outside.
Yahoo!
69?
Nice round number.
But 70% humidity.
Well, all I need is a fan tonight.
Yeah.
All I've used all day.
I had it off all day, actually, just until I barely got on here to kick it on. Of course, I wasn't home either.
I've got an S8 noise level on 75 right
I've
now.
got S5, but I normally have S3. So it's way higher than normal for me
Yeah,
too.
it's definitely way higher than that.
And it's that noise sounds like electrical noise or something. It sounds like it's like a
Hey, Randy,
constant.
you need to do like I do. I got a swamp cooler sitting in the garage to keep me nice and cool.
Yeah, right now I just have a fan going. It's just about perfect.
Well, then you got that little heater for the winter time, so you...
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Good evening, members of SPARC. The Sanger.
Whoops. What happened to Randy? What happened to...
Is the acting net control station. Although this is a directed net, any station with emergency traffic may break in at any time. This is an amateur radio informational net for the San Gorgonio cities and towns of Banning, Beaumont, and the surrounding communities. For information on the times and frequencies of our weekly nets, please go to w6prc.org. Visitors are always welcome and encouraged to check into the net after the regular roll call. At this time are number one, they're looking for some help from the club for Stagecoach Days. That's Dave for WB6OUJ. My understanding from Sam tonight is there will be no meetings at the hospital. They're not letting anyone in up there right now. And Randy's wife is doing well after the surgery tonight. Glad to hear that. And finally, the Racy's had contacted us earlier today looking for assistance out in Mecca for the recent power outage due to the storm. And as I understand, Sam's going to be going out. And that's all the announcements I have. Are there any stations with further announcements? Please come in now with your call.
KB6CA.
KB6CA, KG6SI, go ahead.
Yeah, Ron. Regarding the Stagecoach Days, the help that they're looking for is not with communications. They're looking for people to take in money at the entrance point. So They do not need our help for communications. Jeff, KB6CA.
Hey, Jeff, thank you for that. So they are not looking for radio help. They're looking for people to sell tickets and handle some of the funds out there. Thank you for the clarification, Jeff.
Affirmative.
Do we have any further announcements for the net tonight? Okay, please stand by for the 75-meter roll call, and if I don't respond to someone, please give me a relay if you would. How about N6AGB, Joe? Negative. Let's see here. I don't believe Mike will be doing HF, but I'll try you. KK6BUW, Mike?
He's got an early.
Okay, thank you, Sam. Let's see here. KB6CA, Jeff.
And this is Jeff, Kilo Bravo 6 Charlie Alpha.
Okay, thank you, Jeff, for checking in. How about, we'll see. Jeff, or Henry doesn't do that. Let's see. How about W6EJM, Ed?
Good morning, Ron. Or good evening, Ron, in the net. W6EJM. How do you hear me?
I got a good copy on you. Thank you, Ed, for checking in. And we had an early for Gene, K6EMF. Let's see here. Edie doesn't do HF. And how about W6GRH, George? Negative. And I don't believe Ken's doing HF. N6HR?
Negative. He's on another frequency.
Okay, he's on a different net then. Okay, thank you. How about NJ6LN, Steve?
Good evening, Ron, and the rest of the net. This is NJ6LN, and boy, it is rough coffee. I got high noise here.
Yeah, I've got about an 8.5 myself right now, so it's pretty bad. Let's see. How about KD6? KI6 NME Sam.
This is Sam, KI6 NME, back to net control. I got you coming in 20 over, Ron. I've got a noise level of 8, but everybody's booming right in. Back to net control, KI6 NME.
All right, Sam. Thank you much. How about Pete, KJ6NRR? Negative. W6OH, Mario. Negative on Mario. Okay, how about WB6OUJ, Dave? Negative. How about KF6POG, John?
I don't think they allow the San Gorgonio HF radios.
Negative. K6RJA, Randy.
Well, thanks for doing the net, Ron. This is K6RJA. Back to net control.
Okay, Randy. Thank you, sir. And I'm next on the list, KG6SOI. How about KM6SPY, Earl? Negative. Anybody got a copy on Earl?
Negative here.
Okay, WA6UIJ, Mike.
Hey Ron, this is Mike, WA6UIJ. My noise level actually has dropped a little bit, and down to about an S6, but you're coming in a good solid S9.
Okay, got you 20 over right now. You're up from earlier. Thank you, Mike. How about KJ6UUS, DJ? You out there?
This is DJ, KJ6UUS with no traffic.
Okay, DJ, thanks for checking in tonight. And we had an early for Ed, TM6UWI. How about Tina, WA6WFZ?
This is Tina, WA6WFZ.
All right, Tina, loud and clear. Good copy. How about W6WM, Flip?
Yeah, you mean K6
K6WM, that'd be me. This is Flip. Good evening, Ron. Thanks for doing the net. Down in the noise level, the noise levels are pretty high tonight. They're about up to 8 here, 7 or 8. So, and then back to 6. So anyway, thanks for doing the net. Nice job. Back to no net, nothing for the net. This is K6 Whiskey Mike.
Okay, K6WM. Thanks, Flip. How about KD6ZJZ, Dave?
Oh, yeah, well, I've got you perfect there, Ron. About 9.5. The noise level's at 5. So no problem here. This is Dave, KD6, ZJZ. I have no traffic.
All right, Dave, thanks. Yeah, everybody's coming in good, and we're doing fine copy, even with the high noise. Okay, this completes the 75-meter roll call. Are there any late or missed members that would like to check in at this time?
Yeah, this is K6QGR. I think somebody stepped on your call for me. K6QGR.
Oh, okay, Father Ron, appreciate you checking in. Are there any other late or missed members? Okay, are there any visitors that would like to check in to tonight? Do we have any further traffic for the net tonight? Okay, again, the announcements were the Stagecoach Days need some help with selling tickets and various other things, but not radio work. And let's see, Racy's is looking for some help out in Mecca, and I believe that'll cover the high spots. We covered everything else earlier. Okay, the San Gorgonio Pass Amateur Radio Club meets at 7 p.m. on the 4th Thursday of each month. However, we are doing it on Zoom right now because of the pandemic. All members are urged to check in each week for an update of club activities. Please check your emails and visit our website at w6prc.org. And are the Diddy Chasers going to be on frequency tonight?
I think so, Ron. We'll give it a try.
Okay, 14.020, correct?
Affirmative.
Okay, Diddy Chasers on 14.020. Okay, I'd like to thank you all for checking in this evening to the SPARC.net. This is Ron, KG6SOI, and the net is now closed at 19:39 hours. Thanks to you all for your participation. This is Ron, KG6SOI.
Mighty fine job, Ron, as always. KS6NME, clear.
Bring the volume back up. All right.
Thanks, Sam. Stay safe out there.
Copy that for sure.
Well, that sounds like a wrap.
It sounds like a wrap. Okay, guys. Tina's radio is the strongest of all.
Yeah.
First, she's probably the closest to me.
See y'all.
All right.
Take care, guys.
See you guys.
Stay safe out there.
Bye. In meeting. Yeah. All right. Thanks for hanging through the stream. I don't think anybody actually did, but that's all right. We don't really care. And it's now in bit form available on YouTube, and that's why we do this. An hour and 25 minutes worth of programming. Bye. Take care. 7-3. How come my cursor is not